Okay, and this is an introduction to the EV3 robot that you will be using as part of the robotics course. Okay, as you can see, this is the basic EV3 design that you will be using and then modifying for the different challenges in the course. But I just want to take you through a couple of things today. First of all, you'll see ports on the front and on the rear. Now, a couple of those are covered up by wires, but you can see that the ports there are using letters. Letters are for you to connect through to your outputs or motors, for another word. So those letters will connect through to the motors, as you can see the outputs on the end there. And on this side, you will see that there are numbers on these ports. These ports connect through to your inputs, so your sensors, the stuff that is giving the robot information. And as you can see right now, these are connected through to the two ultrasonic sensors on the side of the robot that are there for a challenge that you'll be doing later on. So there are those little sensors right there. And you can see the other sensor right in the front. Now, an important thing to note is that when the robot is turned on and when the sensors are plugged in, generally you'll see them lit up in some way, shape and form to let you know that they're working. The only time you won't see that will be touch sensors, which actually don't have that kind of input. Now, you'll see on the main screen here, as long as I can make sure that there's no glare, that this particular first screen here is the recently used programs. Now there's a line follow program on here because I was playing around with it before, but generally if you're looking for your project, you have to use the arrow buttons left and right over here to go between the different tabs. The second tab is going to be all the different projects that you actually have access to. So this at the moment is set to Robot C, but that's okay. But you'll see your project inside here, which you'll be able to go into the file and find your specific program. And you can run it from there by pressing the enter button. To go back, you press this button right here, which will take you back to the main menus. Now going along, this is one of the most important menus you'll see because it will give you access to the port view. Now the port view is what your sensors are currently seeing. They'll show you all the different things that you've currently got attached. So in the top you'll see some motors up there, but down the bottom you can see that in port 1 and 2 I don't have anything attached. Port 3 I do, and it's an ultrasonic sensor. And if I was to put my hand in front of the sensor, you can see the reading starting to change. So it's giving me a live view of what the sensor is currently seeing, which is really important if you need to get your readings for a particular challenge. Just click over to port view, put the robot in the situation where you'll need to take the readings, and it'll show you what it currently sees. And there's port 4, which is my sensor in the front, and now that my hand is there, it's changing value. So that's the port view. To exit port view, just go back to the main screen again, and you can see you've got the different other options that you can choose from, but port view on that one is going to be the most important. On the front you'll see another connection point which looks like a little USB connection that says PC. That's what you use to plug your cable into your computer, which if you do so and have your robot turned on, you'll be able to access the port views from inside the main software. In any case, to turn the robot off, just click the back button until you see this option, click over to the tick, and then once you press enter you'll hear that and the robot will start to shut down. Make sure you shut down your robots before the end of each lesson.